Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at a tour of the Canvas course Sociology. This is based on the Lumen Learning readings. And when you click inside this course for the first time, you're going to see first the Instructor Resources module right here. This module is not meant to be published, it's just for instructors. It includes information about the course, what the reading material is based on, and where it came from. The course contents at a glance. It's just an overview, learning outcomes, module by module, learning outcomes, a little bit about the PowerPoints. I've imported all of the PowerPoints from Lumen Learning and I've placed them in the appropriate modules. There is also information on the assignments. I have imported all of the assignments and the rubrics into this course, but I have not placed these assignments in the modules. So if you want to use these in the modules, you're going to have to put them in the modules yourself. There's a contact form right here. I need help. If you want to contact Lumen, there's information there. And information about the question banks and editing quizzes, creating quizzes. All that information is in here. This course does come with test banks, question banks, and I did make sample quizzes for each module that I've placed in the module, but I haven't published. So if you want to use the assignments and the quizzes, there is some editing. You need to add due dates and stuff and then publish them, obviously, so your students can access them. Following this is just a resource page with different OER resources, and once I'm done with this video, I'll put this in this page right here. Moving on, we have the standard sort of Canvas orientation for students. That's why you can see this one's published. Just help for your students if they're new to Canvas. Next is the textbook PDF. This is a PDF version of the readings. This is good for students. They can download this. If they don't have access to the internet, they can read the textbook in this PDF form if they download it. And just to note, the PDF form of the readings does not include the interactive content that is included in the online readings. So it's the same thing minus the videos and the practice quizzes. All right. So as we continue on, once you get through those sort of beginning modules, comes the modules for the course. And these all include the readings, the associated PowerPoints, and the practice quiz, which again is not published right here. So the readings are embedded. All the student does is click on the reading. It shows up right in Canvas. They can scroll down, and I always encourage them to click the very bottom next, not the one in the window, just because that'll keep them in Canvas and keep them on track. So the readings are really great. Lumen's very good about organizing these and adding nice images and diagrams, and in this case there are some practice quizzes. So these are really interactive readings. They're not just like a textbook. This sort of keeps the students interested and engaged in the readings. So I do recommend Lumen Learning for this stuff. They do a great job. Next, let's take a look at the assignments. So again, these aren't anywhere in the course. They're just in the assignment section and they're unpublished. Lumen recommends that you read all of these and then you can adapt them how you want to use them. These are right now, they're set up as essays, but you can easily convert these into discussions or something else if you want to use them, or just leave them unpublished if you don't want to use them. As far as the quizzes, these are all based off the test banks. If you want to look at the test banks, you can click the three dots when you're in the quizzes and click on Manage Question Banks. And this is going to show you all of the test banks. There's 14 modules, 14 test banks, and each one has a lot of questions in them. So for instance, the first module test bank has 98 questions, 82, 70, quite a bit of questions here. So if you want to combine some of these in or draw from multiple test banks to form a midterm or a final, It's very easy to do that. And because of the number of questions, it's unlikely if you do a random draw that every student should have a different test. So it does give them a different look for each student. So it does prevent sort of students sharing answers with each other if everyone has a different test. And that's how I built these quizzes. So these quizzes are just random draws from each module test bank. So no two students should have the same questions. If you go inside these quizzes, you are free to edit them. Right now they're set to shuffle answers, and they're 10 questions, so I gave the students a 20-minute time limit. You're free to come in here and edit this, change this as many times as you want. You might want to give them multiple attempts, have them take the quiz a couple times, keep the highest score. That's a good thing to do if you want to do that. And then obviously fill in the dates below and click save or save and publish. And here's one option you might want to turn on. Students really like to see what they got right and wrong. So if you check this, this is going to show them what they got wrong and right. And then if you want to show them the answer key, you would check this bottom box. If you do, I would definitely set a date here for when they can see the correct answers. You don't want to leave this blank, because otherwise the first student can take the test and then immediately they can see all the answers and send those to their friend, and can lead to stuff. So if you are going to use this option, put a date after the quiz closes so that no students have an advantage. All right, but for now I leave that unchecked just to be safe. If you go over to the questions tab in the quizzes, you'll see what I did. I just randomly picked 10 questions from each module for each quiz. And again, you can edit these if you want. Just click on the pencil. If you wanted to make this a 20 question quiz, you could just change that 10 to a 20, click update group, and then save or save and publish. And that's how easy it is to edit the quizzes. Again, I do have a guide on editing quizzes in the instructor module here. So if you ever just want to know how to work with quizzes a little better, click on this guide and it'll tell you. So that's about it for this tour. You're, again, free to change these, use these however you want, and save your students some money by offering them a free book. Thank you for watching.